You have retained your championship as the strongest man in Nigeria. How does this make you feel knowing that you competed alongside other strong competitors?
It makes me feel so happy because I'm like the 3 times Nigerian strongest man, and winning it back to back is not easy, but we thank God that it was a very good event. I needed that push because I'm going to Zambia to compete for the African strongest. So this right here is the push I need to go to Zambia. So I'm really happy. Really happy.
All right, for Kelvin, let me jump straight to you now because you are a pro athlete. Let's start off with when you turned out to be a pro athlete.
I actually went to Monrovia, and that was where I got my pro card from. And we did Nigeria good, where we did the best we could do over there. And by the grace of God, today we are pros. So I didn't compete because in my own class there's no competitor. But Ajeyomi has been so good. I've been helping ourselves in the gym, doing the best we can to make sure in Zambia we did the best we can. We do the best we can do there to make Nigeria proud.
All right, talking about representing Nigeria in Zambia, we saw other athletes who were on ground at Roe Park over the weekend, and it felt like David and Kelvin, both of you look like the biggest out amongst your peers right there. What do you think about the athletes who performed, who were there at the event to also showcase what they had?
Okay, so for the athletes here, they did a very good job, and everybody's allowed to do strongest man. And we are the biggest because we are pro athletes, and we have been doing this competition for like over 5 years now. We've been competing back to back, but it is how it is. We're pro athletes,
All right, let's look at support system now, because we've seen sports in Nigeria, and when it comes to support and publicity, we look at the likes of football, basketball, maybe table tennis and lawn tennis. But sports like this, it doesn't get so much publicity and sponsorship. For Kelvin, what do you think we need to do? Is there any message you have for the sports minister for us to see how we can push this sport to a higher level where we see more athletes are coming to join the strongest man?
Like when we went to Monrovia, we were opportune to meet with the sports minister, and actually we're expecting more from our minister because we have never received any support so far from Nigeria government towards this sport. We'll be spending our own money internationally, doing it back to back, and it's a very expensive sport. Those who understand gym will understand that to be participating in the strongest man competition is so expensive. So this time around, we are going to Zambia.
David, for support and routine now, going to Zambia, what are expectations over there? Because a lot of athletes will look out for you to say that, look, you've done it in Nigeria, and they expect you to also do it over there in Zambia.
Okay, I'm telling Nigerians right now that they should look out for us and expect us to bring the trophy back, because what we just need is just support. We are athletes that we are ready to use our blood, our sweat to win the trophy for our country. So I did it, on Sunday. I became the Nigerian strongest man on Sunday, and I can do it again in Zambia, and I can do it again in the United States too. We will go for the world strongest man competition. All we need is just support. That's all we need, and we get it. We are ready to put in our sweat and our blood, to get us to that level of world strongest man.
I like to talk about injuries because I see that for people watching at home might not even understand why you have to tighten your stomach and all of that. Let me ask Kelvin now, because at some point I saw some of the athletes who had a bit of muscle pull, and the medics were there to make sure that they revived him on Saturday, to be precise. So what measures do we need to take, Kelvin, to ensure that these athletes are safe on the ground?
Yeah, but I need to make something clear to the interested athlete that they are about to participate in this sport. It's very, very important you protect yourself. This game is a very risky game. You have to wear a belt to protect your spinal cord. You have to tie your knee wraps to protect your knees. I feel maybe he's using a lot of creatine He's not drinking enough water. Maybe that's why you can see him in a lot of muscle pull like that. I told him that day when I came that I can see your muscle is so tight. You know, you are not drinking enough water. Maybe prepared for the competition in a way that I just want to win, but not considering the health side. So it's very important you tie your knee wraps, you wear your belt to protect your spinal cord. And if you are going on the shoulders, you have to tie your elbows. I've seen a lot of people send messages to me that why do I have to tie my elbows when I want to do shoulders? They feel if you are not tying anything, that means you are not strong. It's not so. It's called safety. And safety first is very, very important.
And David, let's go through safety routines. I mean, I know I asked you a bit of some questions about food, and I was shocked at the response I got from you. But let's go through a bit of your routines, what ensures that you stay put to make sure that you become stronger than you are currently.
Okay, so what I do is, aside the training I do 5 times in a week, I make sure that I eat at least 6 times. Because for strongest man, you need a lot of size. You need a lot of strength to be able to pull the truck, be able to lift those heavy stones that you saw right there. You know, so for my routine, I train in the morning and I eat at least 5 meals. I take my whey protein, I take my aminos, other supplements to make sure the bones and the body is strong and fit. You know, and I make sure I avoid injuries. You know, the competition I did on Sunday, the reason why I'm still standing here today because of I'm a pro at this one, and I know, okay, what it takes to be a strongest man, how to do the sport, you know. That's why I don't have any injuries. So the future athletes out there, people that want to do strongest man, should make sure they protect themselves, make sure that you know, take the right supplements. You know, don't just say because of I'm doing it or because of my guy Kelvin is doing it, I can do it. Nah, you have to be mentally ready and physically ready too. So,
you know, you spoke about eating 6 times, and I beg to ask, are you saying 6 times a week? Or 6 times a day?
6 times a day, 2 hours
I
difference.
eat more than that.
Wow.
2 hours difference. You have to eat. You have to feed the body with enough food, with enough protein, and with enough supplements too. Because that's why it's called strongest man. Not anybody can do it.
Wow.
You know?
Kelvin, I heard you say you eat more, because I was going to ask you, because for you to be bigger than David, you sure need to eat more than David. And I'm wondering, how many wraps of eba or fufu can you even devour?
It's not really about eba.
Oh,
like
really?
Me now, I wake up around 4. The first thing I do, I take my aminos, I drink my whey protein, then I go back to bed. By 5, I wake up again to make sure I take my oath. Before 8, I have eaten more than 4 times.
Wow.
So I don't want to measure till around 8 in the night. So I must have taken more than 8 times, 12 times food. Yes, then it depends on the kind of diet you give it yourself. Because I'm combining the strongest man with, I'm also doing close protection. So doing the both, you have to feed yourself very well. It's very important. Your food is your muscle.
True. And for you to talk about feeding, well, it means that you're pumping a lot of money into taking care of yourself. Can anyone just decide to become a strongest man if you don't have the funds to take care of yourself?
Well, I don't think anybody can just do this without having something you are as a backbone. You have as a backbone. I really want to appreciate my boss. He's been so supportive. Each time I call him for a thing like this, he's always coming out to support me, and some good people all over the world. So it's kind of very funny that, do you know that people even from the United States, from everywhere in the world, we can just see message in your DM that, look, I like what you're doing, I want to support you. And they will send money. But most of our people here, today we are shouting Mohbad, Mohbad, Mohbad. But he sent a lot of DM to a lot of people, nobody answered. I've sent a lot of DM to a lot of people on this spot, they have not answered. Please don't wait for me to die before you support me. We are going to Zambia now. We need you people to support us.
Yeah.
This is the time. This is the only thing we live on. So if you are not supporting us now, I don't know where you want to support us. So don't wait till I die. You now say, and they sent message to me. Like, you know, Nigerians, we have a lot of funny dramas. So please, we are calling everybody to support us. It has been Mr. Daniel that has been running around under the umbrella of Nigeria Strongest Men Federation. Kudos to him. He's been doing his best to make sure it works back to back. So it's not easy for only one man to handle. We need government to put high into this. We have a lot of interested people, but because there are not enough funds, they don't want to do it. So please, we are still calling on good people in Nigeria. This sport is so good. We love it. And we have a lot of people who are willing to join. Please support us. That's all we are.
Because I was going to ask David about people who are interested, how they can get to join, because we don't get to see a lot of publicity, even on social media, and we ask for support. So how can people reach out to see how they can be part of the organization and also be part of your team as the Strongest Men?
Okay, so if you want to join and if you want to be part of the federation or part of the Strongest Man sport, you just go to Instagram and go to NSF, Nigerian Strongest Man Federation. You can send them a DM and they will check you out and they'll scrutinize you, check your weights and check what you can do at the gym before they can put you through. So that's just how it is. And if you also want to join, because we need more athletes in this sport, just myself and Kelvin. And Tofumi, as a brother, I've actually done this sport. But right here in Nigeria, it's just me and Kelvin that are doing this sport. So we still need young talent. And we know that there are strong people out there. They're just hiding their strength, hiding. So I want you guys to come outside. You can follow me on Instagram, David Buffest, go to the Nigerian Strongest Man Federation and, apply. And let's get Nigeria to that level. Let's be world champions. We are black, we are strong. We can do this, so that's all I have to say.
And I think on Saturday, I saw female athletes. It was just about 2 of them, but one of them said she was just a gym person and thought she should give it a try at the tournament. But there was Margaret Sarah, and she actually won the female category of the competition as well. We don't have a lot of females, Kelvin, who are participating in this as well.
Yeah, I want to tell you, we have a lot of strong females.
Oh, yeah?
Athletes who can actually come and shake the board. But because they feel there are not enough support, it's not easy in this country. We're just living by the grace of God. To buy a bowl of supplement now is a lot of money. If you want to buy whey protein that we're talking about, you have to use it for just 2 weeks. It costs almost 60,000 to 80,000. And you have to use 2. That means in a month you are using 2. So apart from aminos, apart from the feedings, apart from the good gym, a lot of things are involved. So I'm not really blaming the female athletes, but I want to encourage them right now that the game has changed. People are winning good money now. I think this last competition, you can go ask the people that participated, they won good money. So I'm encouraging them to come out. I know we have a lot of strong athletes who are willing to join, but they are scared because of injury, because of the money they are going to use to put their strength in place. So I'm encouraging them, they should come out. It is when you come out that people will know you need help. So other ladies are still there that are seeing the gym, sometimes they squat 5 plates, 4 plates. That means they are strong. So I'm encouraging them to come out. It is when you come out and show interest that we can know where you really need help from. So we have strong athletes in Nigeria, we have strong ladies. So I'm encouraging them to come out, go to NSF, show your interest. It's on Instagram, it's on Facebook. And if you want to send a message to me too, I'm on Instagram too, Kelvin, official Kelvin Power. Then we direct you on what to do. So,
all right, we look forward to that, and I hope that the Nigeria Strongman Federation will get the support that it deserves. And for David and Kelvin, of course, moving over to Zambia, we also wish you well. But David, looking at the African continent as a whole now, some weeks ago, I saw the weightlifters over there in Libya looking really, really ripped. Now, on the African continent, do you think that Nigeria is ranked amongst the best when it comes to the strongman competition?
Right now, I don't think Nigeria or Africa is ranked amongst the best right now because, Nigerians are hiding. But right now, myself and Kelvin, we're outside right now. We're outside to change that, to make Africa get to that level, so that's
no, I don't think so. I feel like when we go to Morovia, we were more respected. Oh. Honestly, we were more respected. I didn't expect the way they reacted to us. I feel it's our government that needs to just take up their responsibility as a whole. If if in Liberia they can make up a good competition like that, we are better than them. We can do better. We went to their Minister of Sport. We almost visited their president, but it's because it's not around. If our government can make it more welcoming for us as a pro athlete or as a strongest man athlete, you understand? If they can make it welcoming for us, I'm very sure a lot of people will come out and you'll be so surprised. Nigeria is on the, I think Nigeria is on the board. People are aware of Nigeria now that they check our pages, they know what we can do. I've received a lot of messages from some strongest men all over the world. They know we can shake the board. So I don't want to put Nigeria behind. I know we are strong. I know we can do anything that can shake the board. So that's it.
All right, we look forward to more opportunities. And of course, you just saw Margaret Sarah on the screen, one of the female competitors right there at the event. So for support, we just hope that the Ministry of Sports is looking at this one, is watching, and they will grant the support that the team needs. Firstly, to go to Zambia to compete in the African Championship, and also looking into further competitions for Nigeria. We just hope that the Nigeria Strongman Federation gets all the support that the Federation deserves. I'll say thank you very much, David and Kelvin, for joining me today on the show.
Thank you very much. Thank you.